Hi YouTube, 2E0 FNM back again with another video. Today we're going to review the Radioddity QT80. This is a fantastic radio. I'm really impressed with it. It releases today, so I'll leave all the links in the description. I've also done a written review on my website, so you go and check that out. Loads of nice pictures and stuff. So grab yourself a coffee and roll the intro. So let's have a look at the box on the QT80. So yeah, there's the QT80 branding. We have the label, FC and CE approved, nice to see. Let's have a look what we get inside. So there's the manual. Yeah, I believe you can change the display colour, so that's nice to see. Let's have a quick look. So that's what you get inside the box. So look. Won't spend too long on the manual, but it just shows you how well laid out it is, explaining all the different functions. So yeah, very well written so far, very nice. So that's the manual. We have a mounting bracket, nice to see. Let's have a look what else we get. So we have some thumb screws and a microphone clip. Let's have a look at the, there we go, we got a power cable. Standard stuff, and there's the microphone. So up, down and a PF button, not sure what that is yet, but there's the microphone. Yeah, nice click to it, and it's nice to see the round 8-pin style connector rather than the RJ45, a lot more reliable, so that's nice to see. So what else do we have? Oh, we have the programming cable as well. I'm guessing it's very similar to the QT60 programming software that we did on the last review a couple of months ago on that radio. So but it's nice that they've included that for me to take a look at. Let's have a look at the actual radio itself. So let's have a look at the size. So there's my hand on the top. So I would say it's smaller than the QT60 that I reviewed a couple of months ago. So yeah, microphone socket there. We have a power and RF gain knob, a squelch and clarifier, and a volume knob and a channel selector knob. So how's that feel? Yeah, nice and clicky. I think that is a push button as well. Yeah, that is. And there's the display. I think, like I say, you can change the colour on this one, which is nice. But yeah, just a bit of a first impression unboxing. Bottom facing speaker and the Radioddity label, and on the back here we have our heatsink, a big heatsink. This will do 80 watts I believe on SSB, maybe about 50 watts FM, but we'll see. One issue I'm noticing so far is that PL plug. With that heatsink going all the way around, it might be difficult to screw on a PL plug, but obviously when I've had a play with it I'll let you know later on in the video. And then we've got a data port and an external speaker port. So yeah, very nice, big heatsink. No fan on this, it's just passive air cooling, but yeah, nice. Very nice radio. It's got nice weight to it as well. So yeah, there's the unboxing of the Radioddity QT80. So let's do the mod. So out of the box, this radio will do 10 meters. But if we do this little mod, it's really straightforward to do. We also get 11 meters, 12 meters and 15 meters, so well worth doing. So all we need to do is turn the radio upside down so the speaker is on the top, and then undo the 2 screws on this side and same on that side. I've already done that. I've already done the mod, so because it's quite small, you might need some tweezers to do it. I'll show you though. So if we take that off there, we should be really careful of the speaker that's connected. So hopefully you can see that. It's right in this bottom corner. I don't know how well that's showing on the camera, but there's a same as how I did it on the QT60 if you've seen that video, although there's no wire to snip in this one. You just move that jumper there from 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. Hopefully you can see that on the camera, but that's it. That's all you do, is just move that jumper from the 1 to 2 position to the 2 to 3. So take it off and put it back on, and that is it. And then that is now modded, so on the next part when we do the review it will all be done and we can take a look, and then obviously you put your screws back. But that's it. That's how to mod the Radioddity QT80. So let's have a quick look around the radio now. So yeah, really nice. As I say, I've had a few days to play with it now, and I really like this radio. I've just been on a chat with Wayne, so I've got a clip of that as well. So yeah, really nice radio. One thing is, like I said before, getting a plug on that is a bit more of a challenge. So these smaller, like normal size PL plugs are not as bad. The Messi and Poloni ones that I use are bigger, so they're a bit more of a challenge to get on, but still absolutely fine. Just takes you a little bit of time to sort out. So you can see I can't really get around the plug, but I'm still managing to do it fine, so it's not an issue. And how often do you unplug your coax from your radio? But you can see it's a bit more of a challenge to get that on. So there we go. So let's just prop that up with a battery. So trusty old Yaesu battery, put that on there. Let me just put some power on. So there we go. So let me just turn that down a bit. So I've just been chatting with Wayne. So let's have a look at the microphone first. So very nice, really nice size to it, nice click to it. Wayne said on the audio that it sounds really nice. We've got an up and down button and a PF button there, which is user defined, so I can select whatever use I want for that button. And we've got a 6-pin round connector with the screw. Much more reliable. I much prefer that over the RJ45. But yeah, absolutely fine. The manual as well is really nice. Obviously I've read it a bit more since I did the unboxing, and anything that I didn't know what it was exactly, this is very straightforward. So it's a very menu driven radio, so I think there's 37 menus in this. So for example, say if I wanted to know what you know, menu 37 was, there you go, full reset. So you can play around with this, and if you did make a mistake, you can just full reset the radio with menu 37. You can change the colour of the display, which is really nice. You can also dim the display. That's also a good feature over the QT60. But yeah, really nice. So don't want to go too much into the manual, but it's actually a very nice manual, very well written. So let me plug the microphone in, and then we can just have a quick chat about the radio itself. So let's have a look. Plug that in there. Screw that into that. There we go. So as you can see, it just changed the power. So the good thing I like about this is it gives you an actual power level. So you can say if you're running an amplifier, you could put this on like 1 watt there, you know, 1, and then you're not overdriving the amp, or 5 watts or whatever you wanted to do. And then it's because this is not got a fan in this radio, it's just passively cooled with that heatsink. I mean, it's a huge heatsink, and it does a great job. But it's you know, if you're wanting to use an amplifier and take some of the load off this, that's a great thing you can do. And then we've got the RF gain knob on the outer. So these two knobs here have an outer knob and an inner knob. So we've got like the power level on the outer one there, and then the inner one is the RF gain. So I usually just back it off, just one, just to help it out a little bit. And then on this one we've got the squelch. You can see it says ASQ2 there. So this radio has, if you have the squelch off, obviously that's like any other radio, and then you would turn it up to set your squelch just like any radio. But if you turn it all the way to the left, you've got ASQ, which is auto squelch, and I think there's 4 or 5 settings of how much you want it to do it. So you can just turn it on auto squelch and it'll do it all for you. It's a really nice feature. Obviously it doesn't work on SSB. And then here we have the volume knob there. So yeah, really nice. It works really well. And then we have a channel select knob with a push button. Now every time I push the button, it changes the frequency, you know, the step. so I can move around quite quickly, you know, slowly if I wanted to move around, or I can move that cursor so it flashes down and move things quicker. So you can see we've got 20, you know, 15 meter band, which is fantastic because we did the mod to it, so we have the 15 meter band as well. So if I go on to the frequency again, so we've got 15 meter band, and then we're going on like 12 meters, you know, 11 meters, and then 10 meters. So really, really nice. So if I was to go to say, let's see if we can get some audio to come out of it. So let's try 27, and we'll go on 555. Put it on, press the mode button to get onto upper sideband. I do get a lot of interference from that light actually, so let me just turn that off. So it might go a bit dimmer. But yeah, usual sort of chaos with 555. But for example, I could go change the step like there, and I can just go and see if I can find something, you know, that's close. So it's like, works like, you know, it's like a VFO. So you can get around the band really simply doing it that way. And obviously you've got banks, so you can see if I go into the band here, we've got J, and then it's got K, L, M, N, O. So we've got A to O, and there's 40 channels in each bank. So that's a lot of banks. Now I've programmed in the UK 40 CB channels with the programming software. I think it's in, yeah, so I've got it in bank F, so I'll leave that on the website as well so you can see it. So if you wanted to download it, that's all I've done with it so far. I've not done the set frequencies, but if I do change it, I'll update the website for you, so you can have the latest code plug that I use. But I've just got the UK 40 in at the moment, and it works. Obviously we need to put that on FM, and there you go. And then we've got the 40 channels. So on the top here we've got the function key. So if you press and hold the function key, you've got all the settings there. Most of them are straightforward, like key beeps. You can turn, like when it comes, it has the key beeps on. So that's the first thing I do to change it. And anything that you didn't know what it was, the manual is fantastic. Like I showed you, it takes you exactly to what you're looking for and tells you what it is. So like for example, you can dim the display, turn it all the way off if you like. And you can change the color, so you know you can have all these different colors, you know, whatever takes your fancy. I think just for the video, I think green's probably the better one. And then there's your auto squelch setting, you know, where we had it on 0, 2. So there's like, how many settings? There's 9 settings of auto squelch. I find number 2 to be the best with this one. And then you've got Vox on, you know, you can do CTCSS with it. There's lots and lots of stuff, and then obviously if you did get stuck, you can just reset it, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, you could do that as well. So yeah, really nice radio. As I say, I've been using it for a couple of days and I'm really impressed. I do like the look of it. It's quite a small radio compared to the QT60, and it's got, you know, just packed with features as well. So very nice. So yeah, that's my sort of review of the Radioddity QT80. There's only one negative really, and that's this. Trying to fit a coax on the back of there. It's not like you can't do it or you're going to struggle. It's just more of a struggle than it should be. But how often do you change it? Once you've got your antenna on it, like you saw me do it there, you've got it on then, haven't you? Yeah, this is, now we're just going to do an audio test. So we've got Wayne on the side, G0HIJ, so he's just standing by. So he's just going to let me know how the radio sounds. So let's give him a call. 2 Echo 0, Fox November Mike, calling Golf 0, Hotel and G Juliet. You back, Wayne?
G0HIJ returning. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, I'm doing really good, Wayne. Just doing the a sort of audio test on the Radioddity QT80. So I was just wondering how it sounds to you.
Sounds very nice. Good modulation, and you're spot on frequency. So yeah, no problems with that at all. Yeah, I actually saw a little bit online about that radio, and it looks really nice. Yeah, very good. Look forward to seeing your review.
Yeah, no problem at all, Wayne. Yeah, it's a nice radio, really nice. It's yeah, it does 80 watts on SSB as well, so yeah, nice to have. So thank you very much for the audio test, Wayne, and I'll just finish up the video and then I'll speak to you in a bit.
be of some help to you. 7-3 for now, Matt. 20HRJ.
Yeah, 7-3, mate. Thank you. Right, so that was the audio test on the Radioddity QT80. Really nice audio. The speaker sounds great. I've just raised it up a little bit because obviously the speaker's on the bottom, so hopefully you could hear that okay. But very, very nice. So thank you, Wayne, for the audio test. So let's jump on the computer now. So this is the programming software for the QT80. Really straightforward to use. So at the top here you can open new files and save. So if you get mine from the website, my code plug with a UK40 in it, you can just go up there to open, you know, put it in, and it should work. So out of the box, before you mod it, you'll just have 10 meters, so 28 and 29,700. So that will. But once you've moved that jumper, you then have this option here, which gives you the 15, 10, 11, and 12 meters. And then here are the banks. So say, for example, if I open my file, there we go. There we go. So that's my my file. So here we have trying to remember which bank I put it in now. Yeah, so there you go. So bank E is the UK40, but you've got all these banks here that you can add all the frequencies you want. So you've got A to O with 40 channels in each bank. So that's fantastic. So then we've got an optional features. So all the settings in the menu, well, a lot of them you can do here. So you can add change the color of the display, the mic gain, the ASQ level. You can do all that in the software and then just copy it over. So really straightforward. So all you do at the top here is you have a read from radio. So what I do when I first got the radio is I plugged it in, you know, installed the software, then plugged it in, and then downloaded the basic radio before I'd done anything, and saved it as like a default before I've changed anything. And then once you've edited it how you want, then you'll just go up to there to write to radio, and it'll send it across. So really straightforward. But you can change a lot of the settings here. And you got the Roger beep here, so you can change the. I don't know if you saw my QT60 video, but this is the same sort of system in that. So you can, you know, if you're into Roger beeps, we don't really do that on amateur radio. And then you've got DTMFs. You can pre-dial them there. So yeah, very straightforward software. It's not a massive lot to show you, but the good thing is you've got all these banks of channels that you can program. As I say, you can get around the radio really easy with the VFO, you know. Selecting, you can get round really fast doing that, but if you're wanting to have set frequencies, you can do it that way. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the programming software. So I don't want to make the video too long, but really straightforward, and it's free, and it'll be on the Radioddity website. So check the description of the video, because I'll have where you can buy the radio, and also my review that I've written for, you know, for the radio as well on my website. So if you go over to the website, you can have a read and look at all these nice pictures that I take of the radio. So you can check that out, and then there's a link there as well for the where you can buy it from. So yeah, check out the website. Loads of good reviews on there, and we've got a forum and on all sorts of different stuff. So yeah, really impressed with it. So thank you very much for watching this bit. So thank you very much for watching. That was my review of the Radioddity QT80. Fantastic radio. Really impressed. So thank you to Radioddity for sending it to me, and thank you for watching. Give the video a like if you liked it, and until the next time, I've been 2E0FNM, and you've been very kind to watch. 7-3.